What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 135 pounds in New York City between the Cuban Andy Cruz and the Japanese fighter Hironori Mishiro. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? And right now, go down to the bottom of your screen and hit the bell notification button so you never miss a video. Let's get into this. All right, guys, we have another busy week in boxing. I say this every week. There's fight cards in Argentina. There's fight cards in Mexico. There's fight cards in Africa. But in today's feature, we're going to New York City and talk about the co-main. Andy Cruz taking on the Japanese fighter Hironori Mishiro. Guys, this has a lot of fight fans excited. We know the main event is Richardson Hitchens versus George Kambosos Jr. for the 140-pound strap. So in this video, we're going to be going over both fighters, Cruz and Mishiro. We're going to talk about their careers, talk a little bit about what they've been up to, and stay tuned to the end of the video. That's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be giving you my prediction. All right, guys, the Japanese fighter Mishiro is a 5'9" orthodox fighter. He has one loss and one draw on his resume. All of his fights have come against, we'll say, domestic level Japanese fighters. This will be, without a doubt, his biggest step up. You can look at the rankings if you want to. Sometimes stats do lie. When you're looking at that box rec algorithm, you'll see that Mishiro is ranked higher than his opponent, the Diamond Andy Cruz. But guys, in my opinion, there's a few different narratives at play when we hear Andy Cruz is fighting. The first one I have to mention, Loma has retired. Morataya has been elevated to the 135-pound titleist. So you have to think, with an exciting performance, either way, the winner should propel themselves into a world title fight. Andy Cruz also, when you talk about him, storied amateur background, Olympian. Look what he did. It's been well documented. Every time he fought Keyshawn Davis, 135-pound champion, he beat him in the amateurs. We know you can't do boxing mats. That was years ago. We also know what we recently saw with Keyshawn, because I should correct myself, he's not the champ anymore. He got stripped due to his weight miss this past weekend in Virginia. Let's keep this positive. With Andy Cruz, you should also talk about, in my opinion, the work he's been doing since he moved to Philly with famed trainer Bozy Ennis, the father of Jerron Boots Ennis. Look at his most recent performance. You're seeing a Cuban-style fighter who still has all the toolbox, the movement patterns, the defense, the high fight IQ, but Bozy is teaching him to punch a little bit harder, sit down on your punches a little bit more, and in my opinion, he's looking for the stoppages a little bit more. So right now, I do want to remind everybody what's at stake this weekend at the Garden. Guys, Cuban Olympic gold medalist Andy Cruz is inching closer toward proving his amateur accolades can translate to the pro ranks. Cruz will take on Hironori Mishiro in an IBF lightweight title eliminator June 14th at the Garden in New York. Matchroom Boxing will be promoting this fight. It will be the co-headliner, like I already told you, of Hitchens versus George. And I quote, "I put in the hard work and dedication, and I can't wait to step into the ring again," Cruz said in a statement. "This fight isn't just about winning. It's about showing my people the passion I have for the sport. I'm ready to prove that I'm a contender and bring that win home." Cruz is ranked number 3 by the IBF, and Mishiro is number 5. Cruz is rated number 6 by the ring at 135 pounds. Cruz, 29, continues to dispose of the competition that's put in front of him as he calls for a clash against amateur rival and former WBO lightweight champion Keyshawn Davis. In January, Cruz landed a 10-round unanimous decision against Omar Sosito Gomez. Mishiro, a 30-year-old from Japan, scored a stoppage win against Hinato Murata in December, his 5th win in a row since the one loss of his career technical decision to Minho Jung in April of 2023. Andy Cruz's star and stock is rising rapidly. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at his opponent, the Japanese fighter Hironori Mishiro. Guys, Mishiro is 17-1-1 with 6 knockouts out of 2,566 fighters in the world at 135 pounds. He's ranked number 14. He's fought a total career 146 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 35% career knockout to win ratio. The Japanese fighter is a 30-year-old orthodox fighter standing at 5'9". He was born in Matsushiman, Japan and resides in Yokohama, Kanagawa, Japan. We last saw him fight Murata, 14-2, stopped him in the 6th. Miyamoto, 10-8, stopped him in the 6th. Nakazato, 14-2, UD in the 10th. Urakawa, 9-1, UD in the 8th. Shang, 8-0, UD in the 8th. So like I started this video, without a doubt, Hironori Mishiro is stepping up to the largest platform he has ever fought. We're going to see if the lights are going to be too much for him. He's leaving Japan to go to New York City. We know sometimes when the stages are elevated and the competition rises, we don't always see the best form of said fighter. What I can say about Japanese fighters at the world level, they're always going to come in prepared. Will he be skilled enough, though, to win rounds and steal one from Andy Cruz? I'm not quite convinced. Let's right now take a look at the Cuban gold medal Olympian, Andy Cruz. Guys, Cruz is 5-0 with 2 knockouts. Out of 2,566 fighters in the world at 135 pounds, he's ranked number 24 globally. He's fought a total career of 40 pro rounds, and the 29-year-old Cuban is a 5'9" orthodox fighter. He was born in Manzanares, Cuba, and lives in Miami, Florida, USA. We last saw him fight Gomez, 20-1, UD in the 10th. Moran, 30-6, knocked him out in the 7th. Rodriguez, 14-2, UD in the 10th. Straffin, 26-5, knockout in the 3rd. So over his last 4 fights, he only has 5 fights with 2 knockouts, but over his last 4, he stopped 2 of those 4. I think that's enough evidence to prove my narrative of liking what I see in regards to him adding some power to his tool belt, learning from Bozy in Philly. I fully expect as he prolongs his career and continues to step up, and eventually, sooner rather than later, we know this guy has been fast-tracked to a world title shot. I think we're going to see that with another electrifying performance Saturday in his next fight. I think we're going to see Cruz start to finish guys. He has the volume, he has the pressure, he has the elusiveness, and he also has the speed. I think when you look at these guys side by side, there's not a lot I could give to Mishiro. Watch his film study, watch his tape. Maybe you guys see something I don't see. I think Andy Cruz is going to be able to go in there and do what he wants with Mishiro. I think that this is a showcase fight for Andy Cruz and gives him a great opportunity to look great against a decent fighter. I'm not quite sure Mishiro is world class. 17-1-1. We haven't really seen him on the international level. This is his first 12-round fight. A lot of these questions will be answered on both sides. Right now, I do want to take a closer look where Las Vegas has those odds. And guys, if you're new to my channel, stay tuned to the channel. I go live every single day talking about the fights that I cover. In the videos, the ones that are edited, I only give you my money line prediction. So in those live streams, I tell you my method of victory, over and under round betting, knockout stoppage victory, and we go over all the props from all the cards taking place in this week of boxing. All right, guys, so in Australia, the betting app I use is Sportsbet. So wherever you are, let's pull our betting apps up right now and take a look at those money lines. All right, guys, currently Andy Cruz is a $1.09 favorite, meaning you put $100 on Cruz to win. You get your money back plus $9. The draw pays 20-1. Mishiro, the Japanese fighter, is a $9.25, meaning you put 100 on him. You get your money back plus $8.25. So Hironori Mishiro is an 8-1, a little over an 8-1 underdog. I actually think as we get closer to fight night, I expect those odds to actually increase. So if you like the $1.09 on the money line, you probably should take it now if you want to play a safe bet and just pick Cruz to win. That's exactly what I'm picking. I expect Andy Cruz to improve his record to 6-0. I don't think he has trouble with his opponent. It's hard for me to see a path to victory for the Japanese fighter. It's going to be interesting, though, when the odds open up to see if I could get an opportunity to take a stoppage, but you guys will have to stay tuned to the channel. In the comment section below, this is not an echo chamber. Maybe you guys know something that I don't know. Do you see the Japanese fighter traveling to the States and beating Cruz, or do you think it's business as usual for the Cuban? And guys, stay tuned to the channel, like I said, for the live streams. Hit subscribe, and if you're still watching right now, I say, wow, thank you.